good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream brought to you by the Mirage Island for the first VGC18 Mid-Season Showdown held at Bugis Toys and Games. Today I'm the commentator Martin and my partner is Alan Chia. Yeah, so this is the very fresh start to the first VGC18 format, and yeah, why not just tell about the audience what are the changes from VGC17, maybe just a basic introduction to the format and things like that. Yeah.
For VGC18, tutor moves were introduced, so a lot of Pokemon gets a lot of new moves from the tutors, and then the decks has been opened up to more varieties, such as the old mons are coming back, like Landorus Terrain, Cresselia, all of them are coming back. And Mega Evolution is also back into the game, so it adds a lot more variety for team building and a lot more.
Yeah, I personally prefer, I played through VGC15 myself. Chalk was the main thing, and the back with the coming back of Landorus, Charizard Y. I'm a very big fan of Charizard Y myself. I'm really very excited to see what VGC18 has to offer. In fact, with the Z moves in the fray, not only just like Mega Evolutions, with the power of Mega Evolutions, they also have the power of Z moves to complement as well.
Yes, speaking about Z moves, a lot of other mons also get new Z crystals as well, such as Komo-O. And here we have our round 1, which is Nicholas Ong versus Daniel Yao. Both are local Singaporean players, and Nicholas rocking a team with Metagross, Zapdos, Landorus Terrain, Tapu Fini, Tyranitar, and Cresselia.
Whereas Daniel is running Landorus Terrain, Tapu Lele, Bishop, Charizard, and Zapdos and Nihiligo. But on first glance though, don't you think it's a bit counterintuitive, because for Bishop, it depends very highly on his depends quite a lot on the Sucker Punch. So having Lele on the terrain is somewhat a bit counter anti-synergy.
Yes.
But maybe he has some reason that he wants to do that. So let's see later on what he has to offer.
Actually, this is a very interesting matchup, because Nicholas does have the Metagross, which benefits from Daniel's Psychic Terrain, but Nicholas himself has a Tapu Fini, so you would think that maybe Nicholas might not be bringing the Tapu Fini into the matchup at all. However, Daniel does have the Landorus to counter the Metagross when it Mega Evolves as it loses its clear body.
Yes, and of course with the Intimidate will be affected. It can also be affected by the Sucker Punch, provided it's not bringing his own Lele. I would think Daniel might not want to manage the time, the timing where he brings in the Lele, because I don't think he want to boost Nicholas Metagross damage output. So, and Nihiligo is there to HP Ice for the Landorus. Sludge Bomb for the Tapu Fini, but also is highly threatened by the Tyranitar
and the Metagross as well. Actually,
in fact. So let's see.
So it's like the Nihilego itself is a very pivoting mon for Daniel, because it actually hits a lot of Nicholas Pokemon, and we shall see what both of the players will lead.
Yeah, but to me, their composition of the teams are very unique. It's not something that I often see in the I myself practice at Battle Sport quite a bit, but it's not something that I often, the composition itself is not very conventional, so
yes,
so it's very interesting to see.
Daniel here leading with the Tapu Lele and the Bishop here. Wow, Nicholas lead with the Zapdos and the Metagross here.
Immediately giving Nicholas the boost.
Yes. However, Metagross here is still threatened by the Bishop Dark type move, as Metagross right now doesn't resist the Dark type anymore. It's a very interesting position for Nicholas here, as he can straight away kill the Lele or the Bishop, because you will have to think that Metagross does carry the potential stomping tantrum to hit the Bishop for super effective.
Yeah, also noting the fact that the new mechanic for Mega Evolutions in VGC18, you can immediately get the speed boost immediately right after Mega Evolution, which is not something that was present in VGC15 and 14. So immediately it gets a speed jump, and it can directly threaten the Tapu Lele or the Bishop by the stomping tantrum, as you mentioned, or the Iron Head. So, and of course, you can bring in the Landorus, that's one, but you can lose a lot of momentum as a result.
As we can see, Nicholas here choosing to Mega Evolve here, making Metagross the fastest thing on the field right now.
Yeah.
And the most threatening thing. Iron Head does go into the Tapu Lele here, and it's a clean one-hit KO because of Metagross' insane attack stat.
Yeah, I felt that it was a bit quite careless on Daniel's part, because it's very obvious that in terms of the speed here, Metagross will be able to outspeed the Tapu-Lele. So I'm not sure why he kept that in. But wow, look at the Z move, Darkinium Z.
Coming out from Bishop, you will wonder what kind of Z move it was based on. Either the foul play or either from the knockoff or even the sucker punch.
Oh, yeah. Sucker punch, that's one. Yeah. I believe it's a 1-hit KO. I believe so. Yeah. Well,
yep, it's a clean 1-hit KO. So, with a crit. So it might have mattered actually, depending on how Nicholas evade his Metagross.
Yeah, I mean personally I don't see a lot of Darkinium Bishop. So but the thing is now what do you call that? The Nicholas Zapdos can. I'm not sure. I missed it. Maybe he has set up a Tailwind.
No, it Thunderbolt into the Bishop.
Ah, I see. So Tailwind pressure is right on his books right now. HP Ice on the incoming Landorus is also something that they can consider. But Daniel has lost his main terrain from Tapu-Lele because he cannot even switch terrain anymore. So seems that even it's not a very big loss for Nicholas to lose his Metagross right now. So not so bad. Yeah,
not so bad because actually the Landorus coming in will actually get the -1 off the Metagross, but it's dead now. So actually Nicholas in a not bad position right here. As you mentioned before, the HP Ice does threaten the Landorus, and Bishop is already dying. I think a Moonblast it should be a KO on the Bishop here.
Yeah, or even the Muddy Water to try. I mean, if he specs Muddy Water, he can easily clean the Bishop up as well.
And hit super effective on the Landorus.
Oh, it failed.
Oh, but it failed. So you might actually think that
went to avoid.
Avoid the attack from the Landorus.
You should at least try to avoid the Zapdos, but
yeah.
and the
Zapdos does flinch. So the Sucker Punch actually went into the Zapdos, which you would think that it actually they'll win because the Sucker Punch failed.
Yes, that's right. So quickly establishing his speed control, but looking at the damage output, Landorus is not taking too much from the Muddy Water.
You would assume that it's actually Assault Vested from the damage.
Yes, typically nowadays, given the current meta game, Assault Vest Landorus are very pretty common. Yeah. Instead of the old Choice Scarf as compared to VGC18.
Quite an unfortunate position here for Nicholas because the Zapdos got flinched. If it got up his Tailwind, Charizard will be in a very bad position here because Zapdos will be able to outspeed.
Exactly. But right now it's potentially will be outsped by the Charizard without the Tailwind support. So a Heat Wave or even an Overheat may easily pick it off. That's something that they may... And even nerfing the Tapu Fini, potentially threatening with the Solar Beam as well. Looking at the Nicholas lineup, the only thing that can probably soak up is the Cresselia, which has the third Pokemon has not been revealed yet. So let's see. Charizard
does Mega Evolve here, showing that it's the Charizard Y, which rocks the ability drop, which sends up the Sun, which negates water damage by 50%. So if Nicholas is a Specs Fini, his Muddy Water will do very little damage to the Assault Vest Landorus.
Exactly. And conversely, the Solar Beam can, if it's a Specs Fini, you will likely not be able to tank so much because typically Specs Finis are very frail.
Oh no, Zapdos does flinch another time. However, it does avoid the Heat Wave. So it actually shows that the Zapdos is faster than the Charizard here.
Oh. Okay, that's something interesting because typically I would have felt that the Tailwind Zapdos typically will be built slightly bulkier, and because it shares the same base speed as Charizard, that most of the time it may be undersped by Charizard. So
or perhaps Daniel's Charizard is a bulky variant.
That is also possible as well, yeah.
And we might find out this turn because perhaps knowing that Nicholas might not want to set up Tailwind anymore and just go for the kill. However, unfortunately, Zapdos does go down here to the Rock Slide. And with a critical hit. Wow, Daniel is very lucky today. 2 flinches, 1 and 2 crits.
And the Solar Beam finishing up the Fini without even moving much. Maybe yes, he has impacted the Landorus in terms of the damage, but he has lost 3.
And Solar Beam does pick off the Tapu Fini. Very unfortunate for Nicholas.
Yes. So losing Metagross, losing Zapdos, Fini, and likely the last one will be Landorus unless it's Scarf. Otherwise, Daniel will be quite a prime position to clean up this game.
Send out Cancer here, which is the Landorus team.
Probably we do agree to some extent, so it is. But it's very interesting now because right now the split here for Nicholas, what do you call that? The Landorus is not revealed yet. So
he's still in a good position because he got off the -1 on the opposing Landorus, and the Rock Slide will actually pick off both the Charizard and the Landorus here. If it does connect. And
assuming yes, it does connect. Okay. Oh, it's faster. And he avoids the attack. And the Rock Slide.
And the Rock Slide coming out here. Will you pick off both the Charizard and the Landorus? Oh
my God! He cannot KO.
So Daniel's Charizard here proving to be a bulky variant.
I see. Oh,
Oh, Solar Beam coming up here, doing neutral damage though.
I would think like a fire attack.
A fire attack will have picked off the Landorus.
Yeah,
actually.
because you get a boost.
Yeah,
from the
especially now you're single target in the sun. Heat Wave will pick off Landorus. And
Yeah.
that's especially, yeah,
or even overheat, in fact.
or even
Yeah.
overheat.
If he has it, yeah. So, I'm questioning that decision, but
Super Power does come out here into the Charizard. So, and picking off the Charizard as Nicholas doesn't want to risk the Rock Slide miss.
so perhaps also with the indication that he switch moves, that
Yeah.
Nicholas,
Yes,
Landorus
both of
is
them
not-
are assault vested.
Oh yeah, looking at the damage that
Yeah.
it took so little. So yeah, that's also
Especially because
possible.
there's like a speed tie. It's like Daniel's Lando moved first, and the damage that it took from Tabu Fini was quite little. You would assume that both of them are running assault vest, Landos.
I see, bro. I mean, it's a good choice nonetheless. So, but right now Daniel really needs to adjust. I felt that he lost his Lele way too early in the game, without impacting anything. So, he will have to manage his speed control. He has actually a speed control option in Zapdos, so he should capitalize on that, and or rather try to match Nicholas' speed control option as well. Maybe the Niligo, just maybe yes, Trick Room. That's also something. But looking at the lineup though from Daniel, I felt that he would not have benefited from Trick Room that much. So something that what do you think that Daniel could adjust in?
I think Daniel should try to preserve the Charizard Y as it's a more of a pivoting mon for him. Charizard does do super effective damage to the Fini, to the Metagross, and you are right. He should set up Tailwind to pivot into the position where Charizard Y has the speed advantage to take out both the Metagross and the Fini. However, Daniel does have his own countermeasure in Tyranitar. I mean, Nicholas does have the countermeasure, which is the Tyranitar there, which he didn't bring in game 1. So you would actually think that Nicholas might actually want to try to bring it for the game 2, knowing that Daniel's team doesn't really have a way to stop Tyranitar outside of the Assault Vest and the rest, which may carry the superpower.
That's true. In fact, as you mentioned that the Tyranitar is a potential option for Nicholas. I feel that Daniel's team is very focused on Charizard being the damage dealer. So having Tyranitar to effectively limit his attacking power will be good, because yes, he can change weather. That's one. Relying on Metagross, what if he doesn't pick up the KO or he misses a Zen Headbutt? That can be game changing, I feel. So
And also another thing that I feel that Daniel shouldn't bring his Lele anymore, because it doesn't really provide much. Yes, you do have the Moonblast on the Tyranitar, but in the sand, I don't think you will do very much.
yeah,
either.
because of the special defense boost from the sand. So
And right now we see Nicholas rocking the same lead again with Metagross and Zapdos, and Daniel leading Charizard Y and Bishop, not bringing the Lele this time. So in a way, it's an improvement for Daniel.
Yeah.
However, he's still in a very iffy position because the Zapdos does outspeed the Charizard Y here.
yeah, as we previously established from the previous game, so directly threatened by. I did not know whether he has revealed his item yet, so could be a sea crystal.
The Zapdos is a citrus berry.
Oh, citrus berry, I see. I apologies for missing that out. But yeah, it's in direct threat of a Thunderbolt, so Charizard is very limited, and of course, noting the fact that in terms of the speed here, both Pokemon is directly threatening the Charizard right now. So
However, the Metagross does get exposed to the Sucker Punch here, which might
and also the Darkinium Z.
and the Darkinium Z. However, Zapdos is actually an easy target to pick off here with the Stomping Tantrum.
That's right.
Especially it's not Sash, and honestly, I don't think a Sucker Punch will pick off Metagross here, because it doesn't carry a boosting item such as a Life Orb or a Choice Band here. It's the Darkinium Z. So it's like, at most, it's gonna do like 60-70%?
Yes, that's right. Oh, he chose us a hammer arm!
Wow!
Wow!
Into the Bishop.
One KO, definitely.
Hitting it.
Yeah.
However, you would think that Charizard will survive a Thunderbolt from the Zapdos here, but Zapdos does go for the Tailwind here, which means the Metagross is gonna eat a fire attack.
Yeah.
Heat Wave does come out here, not missing both its targets, and Metagross doesn't take it. However, Zapdos does take it with ease and will eat Citrus Berry now.
I see. Yeah, so but I felt that Nicholas made a good choice in terms of the speed control. It helps his whatever free switch to come in order to snowball the speed advantage from there. So, and on top of that, to support his Landorus, because by right is supposed to be slower than Charizard, and immediately threaten you with a Rock Slide. Yeah.
However, like in this position, Daniel actually can send out his own Zapdos to match the Tailwind.
That's true.
Which he does. He does send out the Zapdos here in a very nice Ultra Ball.
Nice. Are you a fan? Probably a fan of Ultra Ball yourself.
I know Daniel's a fan of Ultra Ball.
I see. Yeah. That's right. But yeah, so the obvious protect probably from Charizard is very likely, and then the Zapdos may set up the Tailwind.
Yeah.
Provided it doesn't flinch from the Rock Slide.
Yes. Which, you know, to Nicholas' name, the Cancer. Will the Cancer prevail? Will Nicholas get the flinch that Daniel gotten, you know?
Yeah, I mean Daniel was really pretty lucky with the rolls and the hacks.
Yep.
I mean not hacks, but the side effects of the rock slides. So I don't personally. I feel that it's very imperative that Daniel really immediately sets up the terrain, sets up the tailwind.
Yes.
For his.
However, he does switches out, and he does send in the Tapu Lele here, which he. In this position, actually, Tapu Lele, because of its bulk, it might actually soak up some of the damage. Oh, and Zapdos here is the Psychic Seed, boosting its special defense here. Rock Slide does come out here. Will it flinch the Zapdos?
Let's hope Hex is on luck is on Daniel's side. Let's see. Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt goes into Zapdos thanks to the special defense boost. Oh, actually, he took it fairly well. Oh, no flinches.
Yes.
As you see, Daniel giving a sign of relief here. Yes. Which means Nicholas is. Now the Tailwind does match. However, Daniel does get one more extra turn of Tailwind right now.
Yes.
And then, which will, you know, Nicholas will have to play to his outs.
Just like what you mentioned, the Landorus on Nicholas' side is slightly Assault Vest, so perhaps a double attack like HP Ice and Psychic will be able to pick it off. And obviously, having Assault Vest, he couldn't protect, so any safe switch-ins like Tyranitar will be a good prime.
Switch now. Especially it will take over the weather also.
Yeah, of course. Daniel could read that. Moonblast, HP Ice will also deal significant damage. But if Nicholas has to play defensively now, this is the prime. This is a good time for him to do.
Do you really think that Daniel's Zapdos is a threat now that Nicholas have to target?
I don't really think so, because typically if there's a seed variant, they will not have Bruce. And looking the fact that he already outsped the Zapdos, probably it's no threat. Yeah.
Thunderbolt does go into the Lele. Can Lele take the Thunderbolt?
No.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Nicholas putting in a very good position here. Even with Charizard Y coming in, I don't think that it will be able to handle both the Landorus and the Zapdos.
Yeah, maybe he has to pick one either way. Yeah.
I don't think a Heat Wave will pick off the Landorus here either. So perhaps a crit will save Daniel here?
Yeah, he definitely needs a crit from here, because if assuming we know that the likely
but the match was forfeited.
So
with Nicholas taking a very clean game 2 here, and despite having a very rough start in game 1 with all the crits and all the lucky
so the thing is, I mean, looking back though, I felt that Daniel's team took too much damage in terms of after he sets up the Tailwind. I mean, it might be a bit too late at that point in time, because even losing the Metagross, Nicholas was still able to have some Pokemon at the like Zapdos and the Landorus to immediately threaten whatever.
To put out the offensive pressure
exactly.
out there. However, do you think that on that turn when Daniel set up Tailwind, it was kind of redundant? Because even with the Tailwind setup, both of his mons are still slower than Nicholas mons. So, you know, it's kind of a wasted turn, don't you think?
Yeah. I feel that the Tailwind wasn't very beneficial. In fact, I was quite surprised myself that after the Tailwind, the Landorus was still able to outspeed both sides have Tailwind, but they're matching Tailwind for Tailwind. I'm very surprised that because the base speed for Landorus was lower, so I felt that you have been outsped by the Zapdos, but no, it's not. So
yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate there for Daniel, but however, this is just the start of the day. It's only the first game, so perhaps Daniel may pull it back.
Yeah, sure,
from
of course.
Down the road, it's a long day today. Perhaps.
How will you have? Maybe we can say. We can reflect upon that. How could Daniel improve his play in terms of the positioning earlier? I mean, the Darkinium Z-Tag was good, but it didn't do too much for game 2 though.
I felt that Daniel is always on the short end of the stick because of his slower mons. All of his mons were slower than Nicholas' side of the field. Even if he sets up Tailwind, Nicholas also can just match the Tailwind up with with his own Zapdos. So you know, you would actually want to try to kill off the Zapdos first before it sets up its Tailwind. Then you set up your own Tailwind to be able to outspeed Nicholas Mon. Especially the Metagross wasn't really a big threat at all, because without the Psychic Terrain, I don't think you can KO the Charizard Y with any of your move. Especially Nicholas carries the Hammer Arm instead of other options, you know. So right there, I felt that Zapdos was more of a prime threat to kill rather than the Metagross.
Yeah.
Or perhaps an overhit might just take out the Zapdos right there. Or either that, like, yeah, you just put offensive pressure on Nicholas Zapdos.
Yeah, noting the fact that it was a Citrus Berry, the overheat would be more than enough, you know. I mean, assuming that it survives any potential Zen headbutt from the Metagross, I assume it would. Typically it does, and you can immediately overheat, kill off the Zapdos, and then you move on from there.
Yes.
So, well, there's some reflections for him. Probably he will take it to game the next round of Swiss. But congrats to Nicholas for taking the first game of Swiss. Yeah, so probably we'll have an interview shortly with the winner of the first Swiss rounds, and stay tuned. And we are back with the player interview for the first winner of the Swiss round 1 for today's mid-season showdown held at Bugis Toys and Games. Nicholas Ong, congratulations. Very good start for the day. So, I mean, personally, I and Ella were very surprised at the speed tiers wise, because it was somewhat like a mirror. I know not exactly like a mirror, but the Zapdos mirrors though. So, why not just tell us what went through your mind during the game, and yeah, just some reflections about after the game.
I was like, what is this? What is this speed, man? You're not even running Trick Room, right? Like, okay, I mean, like Nihilego could have ran Trick Room, but then it's like,
I felt that both of us agreed that he prioritized the wrong threat, because I felt that Zapdos was the prime threat for his team, so he should have eliminated that earlier, but instead he didn't, and you really capitalize on that, and then you just snowballed your momentum.
yeah, I mean, like when I just look at the team, I just know that either his end games are either he set up Tailwind before me, or he set up the Nihilego. So actually, I just lead that. Yeah, you see, I lead the Metagross Zapdos. It just covers everything.
Sure. Yes.
I think it's an okay team, but I think
probably. I mean, but Hammer Arm is a very I would say it's a unique choice, because I've seen some Metagrosses running that. Stomping Tantrum was also a prime choice against the AG Slash, but Hammer Arm was a good one matchup wise against his team, because you can just immediately KO the Mishap. But yeah, it's a surprise move even on our part, so I think it's good.
Stomping Tantrum is not really actually that good, because you see if Heat run, right, they will usually run Shuka Berry, right? So you run the Stomping Tantrum, it does less damage.
Also counterintuitive, yeah. I get it. Yeah, but so good. I mean, it's a good start nonetheless. So yeah, any shoutouts, any thoughts about the game, and yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know what happened, man.
Yes. Anyway, good luck for your next round. Okay, and here we have the winner for the first round of Swiss in the first VGC18 mid-season showdown with these toys against Nicholas.